Hello dear student. In this lecture we will learn about IIS concept. Here you will learn what is an IIS and how exactly it works to host your website. So IIS it stands for Internet Information Service. So it is a web server and it is used to host or the launch different websites, so web applications, and that can be accessed from anywhere. So ASP.NET or Visual Studio that we are going to install, it is having its own IIS, that is an IIS Express, and within this Visual Studio platform we can run web application directly without configuring manually this IIS. But suppose we want to host this our web application on the internet on www, then what we have to do, we have to install this IIS, we have to configure our web application with the help of this web server, and then this will be hosted throughout the world and it can be accessed throughout in the world. So that is the use of IIS. So IIS, in last video I told you that it is one of the web server. The one web server that already we have learned, that is an Apache web server. So in Apache web server also you can host the websites and applications and you can access that applications. Same functionality performed by the IIS, and this is a product of Microsoft. So Internet Information Server or Internet Information Service, so it is used to hold different web applications and host these web applications. That is the main functionality. In this web application, suppose you want to send some files, store the files on the server, download the files on from the server, so it requires a FTP. So this IIS, it is supporting for the FTP server also. FTP means what? FTP, you learn this concept in computer network, that is in a file transfer protocol. So it is used to transfer the files. So different these servers required for any kind of web application, it is supported by the IIS server. So IIS is a web server. You can see here it is supporting which are the different protocols: HTTP, FTP, NTTP, SMTP. So these so many protocols, these are just common names of protocols given over here. But along with that, most of the protocols are supported by this IIS server. Now, in this history, it just lists out different versions are available with this IIS. IIS 1.0, it was initially released and it is supporting for Windows NT, that is in Windows New Technology 3.51 version. Then IIS 2.0, IIS 3.0, and just currently we can see the IIS 10.0. This is the current version, and you can find it on your Windows 10, or if you're having a server, then Windows 2016 server and onwards. Just I told you that there is another IIS, that is an IIS Express. This IIS Express, it is a lightweight and it is by default installed in the Visual Studio. So when you run a program in the Visual Studio, then you will see there is a in run icon. IIS Express is automatically get installed when you install Visual Studio, and your program will run for that local host machine. So this is an IIS Express. Now, which are the different protocols? It only support the HTTP and HTTPS protocol, IIS Express. Now, what is the role of IIS? Role means functions of IIS. What exactly the IIS performs? So we can deploy our web page, website or web applications with the help of the IIS. That is a main role. Hosting websites is main role of IIS, and that should be reliable. What do you mean by reliable? Reliable means it should be available at any time. We can say 24/7. It should be available. It should support different services, just like FTP services and some communication protocols. It should support. Now, which are the different roles? Where you can see that it is used to deploy and run ASP.NET, even the classic ASP, PHP web application. Currently, this ASP or the Microsoft, it is used to support open source technologies also, open source languages also. So you can host PHP website, PHP web applications on IIS as well. Primarily, we are using XAMPP server, which is having a Apache by default. But with the help of IIS also, if you are having IIS, that is a fine, and that just upload these files into this IIS manager, and then you can host these PHP applications also. Then it is used to separate the different processes. Suppose you are having a module, a web application containing different modules, then each and every module get differentiated, and there will not be any kind of mixings of these modules. So isolation is provided with the help of this IIS. You can easily add and remove and even replace some IIS components easily with this IIS, and it will not hazard on this installation of the IIS. It provides a web security as it is supporting for HTTPS. Now you know that what is HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol, and S for security. So what exactly it do when it passes data from the URL, then this data will be get encoded, encrypted into the SSL format, that you know, secure socket layer, and then data will be passed for this HTTPS. So if you observe any banking website, so it will be having HTTPS and then name of that particular bank, for example www.sbionline.com. So before that there is a HTTPS. So that's why it is providing the web security also. Your data will be secure, it will be get encrypted, your URL information get encrypted, and then through that SSL channel that will be passed to the user. So it is used, basically role is that deploying any kind of application, then isolate different processes, it is called as actually worker processes, and you can add easily and remove the different components of IIS, and it provides a security. Then it is providing dynamic caching and compression technology. So dynamic caching means, you know, that data will be held over there, so in a cache memory, so that will be faster to access, and enhanced compression. Compression means your data, whatever you are passing, that will be get reduced, so it will speed up in that accessing this particular website. Applications, some applications that, for example, suppose you want to upload files, download files, as it is supporting FTP, then it is possible. Then it is easy to handle IIS manager, configure the IIS. It is supporting different technologies, ASP, ASP.NET, PHP. Even it is supporting Windows PowerShell, that already we have learned in Linux subject. That what is a Windows PowerShell. In Windows 10 there is a Windows PowerShell, and with that also you can perform Linux administration, or you can perform Linux commands. So the same way, suppose I want to perform some commands of IIS server, that is possible with the help of the Windows PowerShell. We can configure multiple web servers into a single server farm. There is one concept as in a server farm. I think you might have learned this one into the cloud computing. Now, server, you know, server means that is a single server, and a server farm means it is a farm of multiple servers are there, and these multiple servers we can configure into a single IIS server. Are you getting the point? Suppose you are having IIS server, and in that, suppose we want to install different web servers with the help of virtual folders. So that is possible. One server for the email server, for example. Suppose you have created your email server. Another one, suppose that is related to the FTP server. Third one supporting for the HTTPS, that is for the security. So these different servers can be embedded within this IIS server. So that is the practical applications. Now, how to deploy your website on IIS? For that, I have taken this information for Windows 10. Suppose you are having a Windows 7, then search this one, this point on the net, so you will get it. Or it is having, I think, same path. So open the control panel. I have opened the control panel, and in the control panel, just you have to go to programs and features and turn Windows features on and off. So let's see this on my computer. See, I go to the all control panels, and here you can see one IIS 10.0 Express. Now I haven't installed this one explicitly, but I installed Visual Studio 2019, and along with that, automatically by default IIS latest version of Express get installed. But right now I want to install full IIS on my machine so that I can host the website. So go to turn Windows features on and off. So here you will see there are so many features are available. Among that, go to IIS, Internet Information Services. Just before 10 minutes I have installed it, so I will just show you. So if you open your Windows 10 and go to this path, then this one, it is a blank one. So blank square. So just click on this and say OK. Then Internet Information Service, it will take a 2 to 3 minutes to get installed. So these additional components will be get installed for the Internet Information Service. Once it get installed, then okay, so it's this one. Once you install or configure that IIS Internet Information Service, then this IIS manager will be get installed on your machine. So what you have to do, just type here IIS. See, just I have typed IIS. You will get here Internet Information Service Manager app. I opened that one. Okay, so look at this one. You can see laptop, and this is the name of my laptop. So here what we have to do, just click add website, right click on this one, and here just we have to write down the site name. Suppose my first site. Okay, so that's your first site name, and physical path where exactly. Suppose I have installed, I stored where in the C and documents of Visual Studio, then I should give the physical path where exactly it is located. Once I give the physical path, right now I don't have any website, I'm just showing you a path. So just here the path should be get included, and then say connect as. After the connect as test, we have to test it. If it is a correct one, then it will be get connected. Now in the host name, you have to provide example has been given www.contoso.com or marketing.contoso.com. In the same way we have to provide this one. Now what will happen, right now I haven't purchased website portal or it's a space, so we have to first of all purchase that one, and then we can allocate it, as it is not a freely available. So suppose I want to host it on the internet, then take the space from the internet. There are so many web servers are available. Free are also there, and you have to pay something for that, and then we can host our website on web application on that web server. So just Google it, and then we have to purchase it after registration, and then you will get some space. So provide here name of that host name, and then it will be hosted on the your web. And suppose I don't want to host it on the web, I just want to configure IIS, and it should be locally available, then it is possible providing the physical path. And suppose I connect this laptop to another machine with the help of LAN or POP connection, then I can access to another laptop with the help of providing my IP address to that machine. So when we create one application, then I will show you exactly how we can host a website explicitly through the IIS. By default, we will go to this Visual Studio, and here you can see IIS Express in the Visual Studio, and here from here you can execute it, but that will be a locally. You can host it as in a locally. So this is an IIS. I think you understand an IIS. IIS means Internet Information Service, and it is used as in a web server to host an application, web applications, to run web applications. Which one is the current version? 10.0. It is in a current version available for Windows 10 and Server 2016 and onwards. IIS Express, where it is available on this for the ASP.NET on Visual Studio. role of IIS means was first of all deploying. Deploy means to run the web application on server. Deploying applications, then supporting for different protocols, easy to remove different components. Let me show you some components. Close this one. See, these are the different components you can see on this IIS.